welcome back to another episode of Authentic Amigas. My name is Valerie.
And I'm Florencia. Thank you so much for joining us today on another episode of Authentic Amigas Podcast. We're so happy to have you here and we're happy to be back. We took a couple weeks where we had no episodes, but we are back.
We are back. I'm like, barely, but we're back. And that's all that matters is that we're here. Um, if you haven't followed us on our social medias by now, I'm like, that's on us at this point. I'm like, maybe we're not saying it enough. So on this episode, we're gonna make sure to say it over and over. But follow us at Authentic Amigas on Instagram, Twitter. What else do we have out there?
As far as the streaming platforms we're on Apple Podcasts,
Uh-huh.
SoundCloud, Spotify, and YouTube. If you're listening on like Spotify or something, I really recommend that you check our YouTube out because if in case you missed it, we have visuals up now on YouTube. We're doing this cute little virtual thing, and you can watch us on YouTube as you listen. So make sure to check
Yeah.
it out there.
You can see our heads. We have floating heads for you. And
Yeah, and I think this one is actually an important episode to watch because today we're going to be talking about our vision boards for 2021. And I think we're going to be showing them a little bit too and showing kind of what we're working with for our
right.
next vision board and last year's. So make
Yeah.
sure you go on YouTube.
Yeah. So I'm like, let's go straight into it. So for today's episode, like best friend said, we're gonna be talking vision boards. I'm really excited because we're gonna be going over our 2020 vision boards, and best friend and I actually got together last year on this date. So we're recording on December 31st, and we got together December 31st, 2019 to make our 2020 vision boards together. So this episode is a really special one. And we appreciate you guys tuning in and listening. You know what? I think we should just take a minute to best friend right now to just like let them know how thankful we are for listening and just
Yeah,
and just staying in tune with us this year.
yeah, definitely. I know a lot of the people that listen to us. We know you guys because you support us in everything that we do, and we're hella thankful for you for checking us out and taking an hour out of your week, whenever you listen, to like sit with us and engage with us on this little project that we're running. So
Yeah.
honestly, like I said, we appreciate your support all the time. A lot of the people that listen to our podcast are like our friends
Mhm.
and people that, like I said, support us through everything. So we really can't thank you guys enough for
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, 2020 has definitely been a roller coaster of a year, and this project came out of 2020. So
That's crazy.
it's insane. It's 2020, there's just so much pain and so much hurt and mourning, but at the same time there's so much to be grateful for within the year. So thank you guys for being here with us. This Authentic Amigas wouldn't be possible without you guys. There's no way, right? Like we can run our mouths here all day, but if nobody's listening, there's really no podcast. There's just you
Yeah.
need both ends. So thank you guys for being here with us and being a
Yeah,
part of this.
to always receive like what we put out there.
Yeah.
Another thing that I wanted to say too really quickly was we're going to be talking about like our goals and our vision board for the previous year, and also touching a little bit on like going into 2021, what we're thinking about. And um I really want to encourage everybody to like do this as well, like with
Mhm.
your friends. Val and I did it last year and I think it was really fun, and we got to keep each other motivated. But also, I mean, we don't have to say it, like everybody knows how rough this year has been. So just being here is a huge accomplishment, and a lot of people are hurting right now. And that's okay. I think that the important thing is that we are here and that we're thankful for our health and for still being here, and you're able to listen to
Period.
us and we're able to speak, and that's enough too. So
Period. Yeah. I thank you so much for saying that because like Best Row said, we're about to talk goals and things that we had planned for this year, but that doesn't take away from the fact that a lot of people are still hurting right now. And like you said, just simply being here is enough. like we're gonna go over our vision boards, but honestly, if we did none of those things and all we did was live, that literally is like it. That's the one right there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, but we're gonna go over it. Regardless,
Yeah.
we're gonna go over it because you know what? Although 2021, we're going into it, um, feeling. I think a lot of us are going in feeling defeated, feeling tired, feeling exhausted, frustrated. I still think it's really important, um, to take a moment to still write out some things that you're looking forward to in 2021 and ways that you
Right.
feel like you want to get better or improve or work on for yourself. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that today. This is all great energy. This is not gonna be a sad thing. This is actually gonna be a beautiful thing. We're gonna celebrate life and we're gonna celebrate 2020 in the areas that we can celebrate 2020 in. So
Yeah, definitely.
okay, ready, best friend?
Well, damn.
Okay.
Are we gonna show our vision boards?
Yeah, you know what? We should talk about real quick some tips for making a vision board because
Oh yeah.
remember you showed me that video at the
Oh
beginning
my
of the
god,
year?
yes.
Super
Okay.
helpful. So some tips, best friend. Give us some tips for creating a vision
Oh,
board.
okay. So
I'm like, take it from here.
take it away. Like I said, Val and I started this. I want to call it a tradition. We're on the second year of it, and I think that we want to continue doing this for years to come. So, Val and I started this tradition of working on our vision boards together. When we're allowed to gather with people again safely, I hope that we're able to make it a bigger affair. I even thought of getting my family involved with this year and everything. But if you're new to making a vision board, basically the point is to create like a visual collage, right? Like a collage with um, images and words and items and things that represent your goals and your aspirations and your vision, like what you are envisioning for the year ahead. And of course, like just because it's January 1st doesn't mean like everything about us changes. Like we are still who we are, but we are practicing envisioning and molding like who we want to be in the future, right? So the point of the vision board is just to be able to lay it out like in a visual way, like where you can see it. And I personally have it hung up in my room, and I have it hung up in a place where like literally when I'm like laying in bed I can stare at it.
Yeah.
It's kind of in the wall in like in front of my bed.
Hmm.
And so the point of it is to just have it and have it be like a daily reminder of like what your goals are and have it be inspiring. A lot of the times, like without even realizing it, I'd stare at my vision board and be like, dang, I kind of did good in this way. Or like, oh, I forgot that this was important to me and I want to
Yeah.
work on it, you know? So yeah, that's the point of it. Of course, the vision board doesn't work unless you work. So it's just there to be something to, you know, like an outer reminder.
Right.
Uh,
It's there for you to wake up and have something like visual, like to concrete to see and look at every day and serve as a reminder, um, that you're getting up that day and you're working towards all these things that you had planned for the beginning of the year because life gets crazy. 2020 she got insane. She was not like 2020 was not like this January 1st, 2020, right? So as the year went on and all these things happened, I know the vision board for me served as a great reminder that despite all this chaos, like I still have these beautiful goals that I want to make happen. So I still had something to work towards and look forward to every day that I would wake up despite everything going on. And yeah, best friend, I love the tips. Definitely, what I would recommend is going to either Michael's, your local craft store, and grabbing a frame. I think ours is 16 by 20.
mhm.
16 by 20 frame. You can get them. They range from like $9 to $20. I'm sure there's coupons out there too, like 50% off coupons, 20% off coupons. So you can probably get one for like $7. Don't, nothing crazy, nothing luxurious. Just get yourself a frame and you're going to want to use the same. I mean, we use the same, what do you call it? Like sample paper that comes in the frame and we flip it
Yeah.
over and we use the back side. So you don't even got to buy poster board or nothing like that. Cut up, like best friend said, you want to grab some images, some words, some phrases, stickers, whatever you think you want to put on there. I would first start though by writing down all your goals for the year. So first grab pen and paper and write down everything that you want your vision board to have. which again includes all your goals or things that you want to manifest. And I think it's important too to say that not like everything that you put on your vision board is meant to happen this year. I remember the video that we watched. I think it was it?
Oh, it was from Amber Scholl. If you guys follow her on YouTube or like any social media, she's like an influencer, but
Yeah.
she's where we got this idea.
Yeah, so I remember she said like on there she had put like a car and she knew like this car isn't I'm not going to be getting this car this year, but this is something that I'm working towards getting in a couple years, you know. So this year I know I need to take the steps, you
Mm-hmm.
know, to get there eventually. So not everything on your vision board has to happen this year either. So if you put it on there, you're like, oh, like let's say you put a house, right? You want to be a first time home buyer, and you're like, yo, like that's kind of far away for me. Still put it up there because you want to start working towards that now, right? That buying a house doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of steps. So yeah, first write down your goals, write down the things you want to manifest, and then go and look them up on Google, things that represent that, go through magazines.
Yeah, I like to go on Pinterest too. I know we spent some time on Pinterest last year when we worked on it.
Pinterest is a good one. Yeah, so that's kind of a vision board. It's just something that you wake up and you look at every day and then you start manifesting it because you just see it every day and yeah.
Yeah, and some of the ones that I have on our 2020 vision board, like I'm carrying them over into 2021. So I like that you said that, like, don't stop yourself from putting something on there because you think it's like too big of a goal for the year or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you're right, it is built over years and years and years. So a lot of goals are accomplished that way. So
Yeah.
definitely nothing is too big or too small. If it's a goal, if it's something that you want to accomplish and you want to have a way of reminding yourself daily, I think it's great to throw it on your vision board. And I like to just, make it something nice to look at. Like I remember last year we put a lot, we'll show it in a second, but I remember last year we put like a lot of cute little stickers and things that are fun. Just make it and hopefully every time that you look at it, you'll feel happy and you'll feel motivated.
Yeah, you're empowering yourself for the year. You're setting up yourself to feel empowered throughout the year to keep on pushing and keep on going. So, are we ready to show our vision boards? Our 2020 vision boards?
I'm excited.
Do you
Yeah.
want to
Okay.
go
So,
first? Or do
yeah,
you
we'll
want to
do
do rock, paper, scissors?
rock paper scissors.
Okay, ready?
It's 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yeah,
One and done.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh.
So you go first. You won.
Ah, best friend. I'm like, I don't know how you were gonna have me go first. If I won or if I lost. Okay, we'll show it. We'll show it. Also, side note, just me showing this to the podcast is a big step for me. We'll go into it later, but one of my 2021 goals is vulnerability, and I am very private. I don't like to talk about goals and stuff and whatever, but it's important. It's something that I practice. So just know we're all creating a bond here right now because I'm bonding over showing this to y'all right now.
Yay! I'm so
That's my little
excited.
precursor. But here's my 2020 board. Let me see if I can fit it all here.
Wow.
She's like you said, like 16 by 20, so she's kind of big. But I have a few things on here. Should I go over like what we put on here yet?
Yeah, go over some of the things that you want to go over.
Okay, so I'll go like this because I have to face it a little bit to explain. But so yeah, I have a lot of different things on here. I'll start here in this corner. I have a lot of books and like a little girl like wearing like a cap and gown. I really wanted to apply to grad school this year, and I did. My top choice program.
Hey!
Yeah. My top choice program I already applied to. I'm still working on grad school applications, but I did do that one, so that's very nice. But don't worry, there's some on here that I didn't accomplish yet, so I'll get it.
No. No.
Let's see. Okay, so on the top, like kind of above that, I don't know if it's kind of hard to read, but I have a little piggy bank that says savings, and then I attract wealth and abundance. That one is just related to money. I think a lot of people have like, just like other people, some of my goals included like being more wise with my money and saving more. I think I did do a very good job of bringing that in this year, and especially creating like more of a habit of saving, which I've never done in my life before. So I think that was a good one for me too. Over here, I have this little picture, and it's like two girls sitting on a bench. And it says friendship makes life more beautiful. One of the things
Aww.
here, yeah, is place more like energy and emphasis into my friendships. I really wanted to like cultivate those relationships. And I think I did a good job of having like being in contact with more friends more frequently this year. Of
Yeah.
course, quarantine makes it hard to, and COVID made it very hard to like socialize with people and, you know, be with people. But I still think I did a good job for what I could do, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, this is a good one. So, this one right here, I put it here because I wanted to stop biting my nails in 2020. I'm a nail biter,
Mm-hmm.
and I accomplished that probably for the first 6 months of 2020. And in the last 6 months, I reverted back to my old ways. So, this one will be on the next vision board too. That's a hard habit to break. All my
Yeah.
fellow nail biters know. Let's see. These are all just more like these little ones are more just about like daily things that I want to do. For example, get up as soon as your alarm goes off. She's gonna work on that one in 2021 too. Uh, Let me see. And then I think the rest. Oh, this one was about travel. I wanted to travel in 2020. It didn't happen. I don't blame myself for that one. That one was not.
That was not in your control.
Mm-mm. Let me see. Okay, so
But you
these
know what, best friend? We did kind of travel at the beginning of the year. We
we
went
did
to
travel at the beginning.
Berkeley. We were doing great. You were
Yeah.
doing great.
Again, good for what we could do,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
because God knows there were obstacles this year. Let's see what else. These are mostly just about like focusing on long-term planning and goals. So, for example, this little quote says, "Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago."
Oh,
Um, and I think I just wanted to incorporate that more into my into my mindset,
mm.
planning for the future and setting myself up for the future. I think I did an okay job of that this year, but it's one that for sure is gonna still go into my 2021 board. But that's a quick overview. I have some little flowers because I wanted to spend more time in nature. Um, I could still work on that too. But yeah, that's a quick little overview of my vision board.
Yeah,
Sorry, there's
I think
reflection.
that's really awesome. I'm like still looking at it. A lot of those things you you did really amazing at. Like the big one for you was grad school. I remember at the beginning of the year, like she was really adamant about grad school, and that was like a big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, definitely. I really wanted to apply to grad school this year. And I did accomplish that like in my top choice program. My application's already submitted. But it's something that like just because of the timelines, I'm still working on it. But yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not ashamed. Like I feel like I did a good job with the vision board, but there's always more work to do.
Okay. So this is mine. Not too many words, but I will go over this center phrase quote. So the YouTube here, let me see if I can. Does that work?
I think that works.
Okay, so I'll just show. There's a center quote. Okay, so this little quote right here says, "The best way to get things done is to simply begin." I would highly recommend picking a center quote for your vision board. Getting some words that you feel like it can be a phrase, but keep it short, nothing long, just a short phrase that you can remember and you can carry it with you throughout the year when you go out into the world, go out into your work. You know, that quote stays with you. Move over to this direction. Let's go here. I have books. I wanted to read more this year because a girl does not read. I do not read as much as I should. So I did read more this year than I did that last year. So that was good. Let's move over here. Budgeting isn't about limiting yourself. It's about making the things that excite you possible. Just the budgeting one. I wanted to be better with saving my money, which I was, not so much because of me, but because of COVID and quarantine. I didn't have too much of an option. I wanted to expand my sneaker collection, which I did thanks to best friend and my brother. They
Oh my
hooked me up
gosh.
this year with some dope sneakers, so my sneaker collection is slowly growing. And I have plans in 2021 to do a little bit more with sneakers, so I'm excited.
Yes, please.
And then let's go over here. I actually insert a video clip at the end of this, but at the beginning of 2020, I said that I wanted a corporate job that allowed me to be creative in myself. And in a video that I took, I said, like, if I don't find that, I'll just start it myself. And I started my own businesses this year, and yeah,
Yes,
and
queen.
yeah, and literally like my office kind of like has this vibe over there.
I was gonna say the office space, like you have it now.
Yeah, like I really created this office space. That's
I
that's
love that for you.
this is the craziest one to me. This one is just so crazy to me. Like I was really able to create a job for myself that allows me to be me and allows me to be creative and I can wear a choker.
Yes, queen.
Yeah, I can wear whatever the like I want. So that's awesome. I'm gonna skip over some of these. YouTube didn't happen. I said 1,000 subscribers. I didn't even upload this year. So maybe she'll get over pushed over to 2021. Who knows? But that one didn't happen. I, I got caught up in other stuff. And that's fine. See? That's okay that it didn't happen. But I uploaded what, like 3 times maybe this year?
Yeah, you know you did upload.
Yeah, she uploaded.
Also, we got our Authentic Amigas YouTube started.
That's true. That's a big one, best friend. You're right. And then we have these two hearts over here. And this doesn't signify necessarily a relationship because, as you may or may not know, she stays single all year. This meant like a soul tie, and soul ties aren't romantic necessarily. And it's crazy because I've made so many connections this year with people. For the first time that I had just met this year, I don't think I've ever met as many people as I have than I did this year. And that's what this represented for me is just connecting and um, being like building more personal relationships. And so this one definitely happened. Um, so now let's go over here. This one has not happened yet, but it's going to. This is going to be my future apartment right here.
Yes, queen. I love that.
Yeah, that's what my apartment's going to look like. Again, she's not happening yet, but she will. So we're going to keep her on there for the upcoming year. And then this one says never stop praying, which I didn't. I mean, I didn't have like God. I really needed him this year. So prayer is my like center. It's like my meditation. I can't meditate to save my fucking life. I'll fall asleep in 2 minutes, but I can pray. So that's something I do to keep me calm, centered, and sane, sort of. Kobe Bryant. I put Kobe Bryant on here before he passed away. I put him on here on January 1st, and he passed away January 20 something. And I put him on here because this is my Kobe year. And I said that this is the year, I told myself that this was going to be the year that I was going to be more like him and embrace that Mamba mentality. Because, like I said before, I was so scared of doing it like a lot of things for the longest time. And Kobe was never scared. He was never scared of anything. And he always went for what he wanted. So, yeah, this year was tough, but he's the reason why, like a huge reason why I was able to get through this year the way I did. So, shout out to Kobe Bryant. He's gonna he's probably gonna go into my 2021 as well. So, all these here, I'll just real quick. That's a phone. I wanted to make sure to call my friends, call people more, and check in with people. That was a huge one for me. And I feel like I did that. I annoyingly called people actually this year.
No,
I
never.
hella called people this year, and that's what this meant for me was to pick up the phone and call people and check in because I wasn't doing that enough. I wasn't checking in on people enough to make sure they were good. So, boom. Health. As you may or may not know, I got COVID. I actually right now am having the biggest migraine. I
Mm.
can't even, I'm like short of breath. So if you hear me trying to catch my breath, that's why. I just got over COVID. Um, you know what? I don't know what the fuck happened with this one. Maybe this means I am alive. But I put this one on here because I wanted good health this year. And you know what? A girl stayed alive. So if that's not good health, I don't know what is. Um, phone. I put this on here because I said I wanted to be more productive with my phone. And she ended up working from her phone all year. So,
Yes, queen.
yeah,
That one is
period.
like extra accomplished, I think, for you.
Yeah, that one's a good one. And then I put this like $2 bill because $2 bills are like good luck. In my family, I don't know. boards. We've always said that they're good luck. And I put the zeros on there all ratchet because of 2020. And this means money. Like, she's a dreamer, but she's also in her bag. So don't get it twisted. She's expensive. Um, so more money, more problems, I guess. I don't know. More money, more money. This is going
Yeah,
into
but
2021 too.
and there's nothing wrong. I wanted to say that as well about the vision boards. There's nothing wrong with putting like that you want to make more money or you want to buy something or you want to have more. Like there's absolutely nothing wrong with putting that on your vision board. A
No.
lot of people, I saw this tweet one time and it said like, was it a tweet? I don't know where I saw this one time and it was like God like wants you to thrive and like be in all like and be happy. And I think for a lot of people like material like there's a lot of shame that comes sometimes with like saying like I want more money or I want to make more money or I want to have these things. Nothing wrong with that. Like put it on your vision board. You deserve to have that. You deserve to live in
Absolutely.
luxury, whatever
Yeah.
that means to you.
If you want to put a Louis Vuitton bag on this vision board, you put that Louis Vuitton bag, girl. You do it. If you want to put a Ferrari, yes, you put whatever you
Yeah.
want. This is your vision board, and there's nothing that's impossible. If there's one thing I've learned, that nothing, literally nothing is impossible.
Yeah.
So put your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, your wants on here. So this is my 2020 vision board. I am really proud of it. I feel like other than the YouTube 1000 subscribers, I feel like I literally did and the travel. I didn't even look at her because shoot. But yeah, other than that, I even have a little butterfly here and I started butterfly fingers this
Isn't that
year.
crazy?
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Every day, every week, every hour is like a new moment to begin if you decide.
hmm Period.
Only thing that I want out of my vision board is like to remind me of like my goals.
Yeah.
Like it's on me to make them happen and it's on me to like work for them. But I think it was good for me because I was able, like I said, like to hang it up. I could look at it like every morning and every night and whenever I was here just staring at it. Um, and it did remind me of the things that I wanted to accomplish. And also it kind of changes my perspective in a way because even things that I didn't know were going to be my goals, like I found them on the vision board, if that makes sense. Like weird things that I'm like, I didn't put this on here to represent that, but I don't know, it just kind of changed my perspective. Like my applying to grad school when I had it on my vision board all year and it was able to remind me that that was a goal of mine. And every time I'm a procrastinator, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm a procrastinator. Every time that I was like, oh, I'll do that later. Like I'll research my grad school options later, or like I'll apply later or whatever. Like I'd be like, like I put it on my vision board. What am I gonna stare at this and take it down knowing that I didn't do this when I had the chance? Like
Yeah.
I need to make it happen. So
Yeah.
I think it served its purpose for me.
What would you say you accomplished? Like you're like, whoa, this is for sure accomplished. And what would you say like I'm for sure gonna continue working on this throughout 2021? Like if you had to pinpoint one thing from your vision board for each.
Um, So I think for sure one of the ones that I'm most proud of having accomplished is my little picture about friends. I'm really happy that I gave more energy to like my friendships this year, um, and trying to like cultivate those a little bit more. Um, so I think that's the one that I'm most proud of, like knowing that I've accomplished that. And then one that you said that I'm gonna have to carry over into 21.
Yeah.
Um, Let me see. I'm staring at them. Oh, for sure, the spending more time outdoors one. One of my things that I have for 2021 is to like have like a more active lifestyle,
Mm,
um, and like I being like hiking more, camping if I can, like just being
mm.
outdoors more. So I'm for sure gonna carry that one over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about you, best friend?
One thing that I'm really proud of, let me see. I'm probably really proud of how I reached out to people as well. I like made it a priority to call somebody, like one different person every week. And I think our generation doesn't really do phone calls. You know, they
Yeah.
don't, they call it like cold calls. Like they don't like cold calls, like where somebody randomly calls them out of nowhere. But
Yeah.
I would do it and the conversation would usually end up well. So I'm proud of that one. One thing that I want to carry into 2021, um, the Mamba mentality for sure. I don't ever want that one to disappear. So I want to carry that for me with me forever and ever.
Mm.
Yeah, that's my.
So what do we have planned for 21? Do you want to go into what we have planned for 21?
Woo! I'm like, so what do you have with you right now? Like, what do you have in
So
front of you?
so I have a few pictures that I printed out, and like I have a list, obviously, like how you said start with the list. I have a list of like some of the basic things that I want on my 2021 vision board, but she's not done. Like I think for me, things take like a little bit of time. So I'm still sitting on like everything that I want to put on there. But I have a couple pictures. Do you want to share pictures?
Yeah, so I actually only have a list. I have pen and paper. I don't
Okay.
have images yet. Um, I just have a pen and paper, and I figured like I would write some down here with you as I talk to you, and I like that you said like I'm a person that needs time to think about things
Yeah.
because that's something to note too. Like just because you make your vision board, like those don't have to be your solid goals. Like you can constantly add things, or if you're like, you know what, that one like not really feeling her, like you can leave her up there. You don't have to like focus on her though. You can focus on your other ones and then kind of go back to that one. But just remember there's a reason you put her there in the first place. You know, I wouldn't say take her off. I would just say, you know, you can focus on your other ones, but you can always add. You can always add. The I think the main thing though is just starting. Just simply beginning. Just throw one thing on there at least, whether it's just waking up and showering. You know, you can put a little shower curtain or something, you know?
Yeah, have like one center quote or one center word or something to kind of tie everything together. I think mine is going to be consistency. Consistency is something that I have always struggled with. I'm very like, I'll go hard for 2 weeks and then I run out of gas and I forget that I have a goal. And so I think consistency, like my lack of consistency, stops me from like accomplishing a lot of things that I want, and from getting as far as I can get with things like push, maximizing everything that I do. So I
Mm,
think consistency is going to be my center quote, and I feel like that applies to everything.
mm.
Consistency and like discipline can help in everything you do in life. And there's a couple people that like I really look up to with this. One of them is your brother, actually. I feel like I'm like Justin, if you're listening. I feel like he's somebody that like is very consistent in everything that he does.
Mm,
Um, he doesn't care, and same thing with my sister Jimena. Those are the two people that I look up to with consistency. Um, they are very both happen to be like athletic people, right? And so with that comes a lot of like discipline and a lot of consistency, because they don't care if they're tired, they don't care if something hurts, they
yeah,
don't care no matter how much discomfort they're in. If they had their mindset on working out that day or on doing something that day or on accomplishing something, it literally does not matter. Like rain or shine, they're going to do it
yeah,
because they said they would, you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
So I think that has a lot to do with like consistency and discipline.
yeah.
So that's my center word
Wow.
for 21. And it's going to be a tough one just because like I'm a human. um, but I'm hoping that like by putting it at the center of my vision board, nice and big.
Mhm.
I actually have my little picture here. It says, oh, sorry, the sun is coming through my window like at the worst time, but I'll turn this. This one says, it's all about consistency. That's going to be my little center quote. And I think it'll help me with everything else.
Powerful that you're putting consistency there because that's really like it's challenging, but anything that's challenging is worth it. So I'm so excited to see how that develops in your 2021.
Yeah, thanks, best friend. Yeah, because it does tie into like all of my other goals. What good is it to have like work out, save money, whatever, if I do it for 2 weeks and then I forget about it for the other 50 weeks of the year, you know?
Yeah.
So one of my other big ones is So I'm kind of thinking for this year, I'm gonna have like at least four main categories, and then I can put like little pictures surrounding it.
Oh, cute.
And then
Okay.
so my center quote consistency, and then like just maybe four max like main categories or goals. So one of my main things is gonna be um I guess I don't know how to sum it up, but meditation. um so I have a lot of pictures that have to do with meditation.
Yes.
This one right here, it says I am my own home. um I feel like this is something that I've already started developing in myself in the last like few months or weeks.
Mhm.
But meditation is one of my big goals for 2021. I want to make it a part of my daily routine, whether it's in the morning, first thing when I wake up, ideally, or
Wow.
at night before I go to bed. Even if it's like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, however much time I have.
Yeah.
Um, I was listening to somebody like a few weeks ago on YouTube. She's like the most viral astrologer on TikTok right now. And her name's Marin. And she talked about like her meditation practice that she does like first thing in the morning. She's like, I don't time it. Like I just sit down and I meditate like first thing in the morning. Um, and she said with meditation, like you give like you kind of create like a container for your day to fall into. So I
Mm,
really liked that and it really stuck with me. So I'm hoping to be able to do it like every morning, but it's okay if I don't. The point is just to do it every day.
right.
And yeah, I feel like it'll be really powerful for my perspective. So that's one of my other ones.
Yeah.
I already mentioned that one of my other ones is vulnerability.
Did
So
mention that.
yeah, and like openness with like my feelings and stuff. So that'll be hard. um, but I have one photo that represents it.
You
And
do?
I have yeah, just one. I'm still working on it. But it says if you aren't vulnerable, there's a lot less pain but a lot less love. So it's this girl. I don't know
Oh,
if you can see her, but I don't know if she's for sure going on there yet. But it's just an idea that I had is vulnerability and like honesty with like my emotions and just being transparent. Like if I feel happy, smile and laugh, and
yeah.
if I don't, like that's okay too. But yeah, I feel like a lot of times I don't show how happy I am, um, or like I don't even like acknowledge it.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? I'm very like straight faced. Like sometimes I notice like too serious.
Mm.
And I feel like I should take the opportunity to be more happy and like express it sometimes. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, and then the last one that I have is our little podcast. I want to work on her more this year. We just got started, so she's for sure on my 21 board.
Yes, I'm so excited for our podcast.
So
Yeah, no, I'm so excited for this podcast. A best friend for Christmas got us authentic amiga stickers, you guys. So I don't know what this means yet, but I just feel something's gonna come. Authentic amigas isn't going nowhere. Let's just say that. Yep. Yep.
yeah, so we
Authentic.
have our little stickers. They'll come soon. I feel like we'll probably sell them or give them away or figure out what we're gonna do with these soon.
Mm.
But I have one of our little stickers right here. But yeah, they're our little podcast babies for sure gonna grow this year. Um, and
Maybe we can collab with some other podcasters.
oh hell yeah, we could collab with everyone.
Yeah, let's collab with somebody.
It's a
That
quick
in.
rundown of my 21 goals.
I love them.
Yeah. What do you have? What do you have besides the ones that you said that you'd carry over? So you said you would carry over Mamba mentality
Mm-hmm.
still. You want to carry over still your apartment or like your house, your living space?
Mm-hmm.
What else do you have to carry over? Or do you have brand new ones that weren't on the vision board before?
Yeah, so I have new ones this year. Collab. I want to grow my businesses. I want to help other businesses grow as well. And I want to meet more people. I want to meet so many people. I want to make friends. That's what I want to do. I want to make more friends, more connections. Um yeah, that's a big one for me. Is just meeting more people, connected with more people. That's probably one of my biggest ones.
Yeah, and it's a huge one that I think 2021 will hopefully allow us to do more in person after like what we've been through this year.
Yeah, yeah, because I you know what's weird? I used to be a very introverted person. I don't know when the switch happened. I think I still am an introverted person. I just love people. So 2020, unfortunately, didn't give the opportunity to have in person interaction. But I'm hoping that 2021, we can do events. Oh, that's something I want to do too. I want to do a pop up. Like, I want to do events, more events, just anything with like more people involved. Want to be a first time home buyer this year. If it doesn't happen this year, cute, whatever, she'll happen very soon. But I'm 24. I'm gonna turn 25, and that's what I want this year. I don't care about traveling too much this year. I don't care about I don't really like. I'm just trying to save my money to buy my first home. That's my biggest thing this year is to save money to buy my first home.
I
Which
love that, best friend.
yeah, which you know what? I don't think I'm gonna move into my first home. Like I don't want to move into it. I want to rent it out. Um, she wants to be a landlord.
But a nice one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a very kind one. Yeah.
An understanding one.
Yes, very kind. I understand. So if anybody's like, I'm like me and doesn't even have a space yet. I'm like, but if anybody wants to rent out, by December, I got you.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exciting. I know that one's gonna happen for sure. And you're right. It is. That's like one of those goals where it's like a big one, and we are going to be working on it for like months and months and months. So I feel like that's a great goal.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be another one that's on mine as well. I don't know why I didn't list it with all the other ones, but it is going to be on there too.
You watch out. We're gonna be home buyers. Mm, mm,
Step aside.
First time home buyers. Don't touch. Yeah. I'm excited.
Like we said, the first step is just to throw out all like the ideas that you have in your mind and all of your goals and just put them out there first, and then we'll get to like organizing them and making the vision board later. So definitely the ones that we mentioned are still changing, like when Val brought up that buying a house was in one of her goals, it brought to mind that that's also one of my goals. So I'm going to be adding that to my list, and
Yeah.
don't be afraid to add on more and take away and whatever you need to do to make
Yeah.
it feel like it's the right vision board to guide you through the year.
Yeah, and also this is that's a great reason why this is good to do with a friend, with a sister, a brother, somebody that you feel comfortable sharing your goals and being open when vulnerable with, because you can bounce off of each other. Best friend said meditation, and I said, okay, say less. I guess we're meditating this year. Um, so
Yeah.
when you have somebody to do it with, you also like get ideas and get inspired. So
Yeah, and you cheer each other on. I know, like throughout the year, we would talk about things and be like, "Hey, that was on your vision board," or like, "Oh my god, I
yeah,
didn't realize like I did this thing and it's attached to my vision board." So
yeah,
it's for sure something that you can like bond over and keep each other motivated
yeah.
and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and we even did a 6 month check in, I feel. Was it 6 months or 7 month? We did a check in like halfway. Remember where we went over and I was like,
Yeah. Which
yeah,
ones have you accomplished and which ones have you not? Yeah, we did.
yeah. So that was a lot of fun to do as well. Just, keeping each other not accountable, but just like cheering each other on. Um, yeah, so this is it. Vision boards. 2020 going into 2021 vision boards. Highly recommend making one. Even if you don't, if you can't get a frame, get a piece of paper from somewhere, flip it over, whatever, and
It could be
just it,
whatever you have, start with that.
yes, just start. Just simply begin. Just simply start. Gather images, gather words. If you don't have a printer at home, that's fine. Write down, write it down, and stick it up somewhere. The key is though to put your vision board somewhere where you can see it every day.
Yeah.
So if you're not in your room every day, but you're in your office every day, and that's what works for you, that's what worked for me. I put it in my office, and I would look at it every single day. So put it wherever you spend the most time.
I know we'll both probably be sharing our 2020 vision boards online. So if you guys see it, we'll probably post it on Instagram or something so you guys can check it out and get maybe some ideas for your own. And yeah, share with us like what your vision board is going to look like or any ideas that you have. We want to know. I think this is like a really fun process to just like collaborate and give each other ideas and share.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of Authentic Amigas. If you're not following us on social media, Instagram, Twitter. Follow us at Authentic Amigas. We are everywhere on streaming platforms because best friend made that happen. And once again, my name is Valerie. Thank you so much for all your support this year. In and
Yeah.
out of Authentic Amigas, like I am really just I don't know. I don't want to cry. I'm very grateful for you guys, so thank you for everything.
Yeah, and if you're listening to this episode, thank you for rocking with us. You have been listening to Authentic Amigas since the year that we started, 2020. So thank you. Thank you so much. And check us out everywhere. I'm besides at Authentic Amigas, you can find me at Florencia Galvan on all the social media channels. Except
Yes,
for
you can.
TikTok, I'm Florencia Galvan _.
Period. Did somebody take your TikTok name?
I think so, because I couldn't get just regular Florencia Galvan.
Hold on. Let
I'll be right back.
pause this podcast. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you want to follow my big head, it's at SES Valerie Pamela. Yeah.
Anything else, best friend?
I don't know. Thank you so much for doing this with me, best friend. Thank you for carrying Authentic Amigas at the times that I couldn't, and for like editing on the days that I couldn't, and for being on time on the days that I couldn't, and for
No, best
all
friend,
the
we need each
above.
other. No, we need each other for this. So thank you so much, best friend. I'm very happy that we got to start Authentic Amigas in 2020.
Me too. I can't. We made gold in like a pile of mud. Like somehow
Yeah,
we
honestly.
did that. We did that. So yeah.
Yeah.
2021, let's get it. Let's actually let me stop right there. Let me humble myself the fuck down.
I'm dead.
2021, we'll take it day by day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, seriously.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for listening.
And we'll catch you guys next week.
We'll see you next week. Stay inside. Don't get COVID. That shit sucks.
Wear a mask.
Please wear a mask.
Yes, queen.
Period.
Missed the vocals.
There it is. Bye, guys.
This is what we have so far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a little picture or something in the middle that says 2020.
Yes.
Yeah, this is what I got. I need to apply to grad school. We got some traveling. We got some money because we always need a little help in that department. Yeah, just like stuff like that, inspirational stuff for me to look at every day.
I love this.
And right here I have an office, and it's a corporate office to be exact. I don't know if this is the year where I'm going to find a job in the corporate world that I absolutely adore and that allows me to be creative, or if I'm going to start my own. So stay tuned.